It is one thing to die, it is another thing for the richest man in the world to die all of a sudden. The recent death threats against Tesla billionaire Elon Musk have sent shockwaves around the world. The big question is, who wants Elon Musk dead and why? And what will the assassination of Elon Musk mean for world peace? Join me today in this video as we explore the recent death threats against Elon Musk. They say there is a time for everything, a time to be born and a time to die. However, some people just die before their time. If Elon were to die today, he is a perfect example of a man who could have just died ahead of his time. He is just 50, while the average lifespan in America is roughly 79 years. That difference of 29 years is just too big. By the way, Elon is not dying from natural causes, as he enjoys the best of health. As the world's richest man, he has all the money that can help him access the best healthcare in the world. Moreover, he has access to the best security in the world. Even amid all of these, Elon has just revealed that his life is in danger in a tweet that reads, "If I die under mysterious circumstances, it's been nice knowing ya." It's hard to imagine how the Tesla billionaire is going to die in a mysterious circumstance given his fame and popularity. It is almost impossible for him to die mysteriously given that he is always surrounded by people. Even before we consider what motivated Elon Musk to tweet about the recent threats on his life, let us have a look at a few instances when death came knocking at his door. The Tesla owner Elon Musk almost died while just a teen at 17 years of age. As a boy, he was hit by a truck while riding a road motorcycle. The near-death experience that Elon had with motorcycles explains why Tesla is not manufacturing electric motorbikes. Instead, the EV maker is manufacturing an all-terrain vehicle, ATV. That could accommodate two people. The ATV is designed to work with the Tesla Cybertruck. In a similar incident, the Tesla founder and CEO almost lost his life when he was involved in a road accident together with another PayPal co-founder, Peter Thiel. The car crash could have killed both men and also destroyed PayPal, the company that revolutionized e-commerce and birthed YouTube, LinkedIn, Yelp, Tesla, and SpaceX before it even got started. But miraculously, Thiel and Musk were unharmed. They dusted themselves off, crossed their fingers, and hitchhiked to change internet history. Elon has not just been involved in accidents, but has equally been attacked by some deadly illnesses. The Tesla owner almost died after he contracted malaria. He contracted the disease while he was in South Africa. Although malaria is not that deadly, he almost died from the disease when he was misdiagnosed, as seen in his tweet that reads, "I was first misdiagnosed at Stanford Hospital with viral meningitis, then again misdiagnosed at Sequoia. A visiting doc from San Jose General saw my charts and sent me to ICU immediately. I was 36 hours from being unrecoverable, so I take expert advice with a grain of salt." Besides being sick, Elon knows the anguish and pain that death brings. It is sad and heart-wrenching that the Tesla founder lost his firstborn son in the year 2002. Nevada Alexander Musk is said to have died of sudden infant death syndrome, or SIDS, which is described as a newborn's death that occurs suddenly and without apparent cause. SIDS has no established cause, but many studies believe it could be caused by a variety of factors. As seen, Elon's son died of sudden death, and the tech billionaire has also received death threats that could suddenly end his life. The death threats are coming from America's greatest rival, Russia. Russian space chief Dmitry Rogozin threatened to terminate Elon's life in a tweet that reads, "Elon Musk thus is involved in supplying the fascist forces in Ukraine with military communication equipment." Rogozin also posted a Russian version of the tweet that says, "And for this, Elon, you will be held accountable like an adult, no matter how much you play the fool." It is true that the SpaceX CEO has been helping Ukraine with Starlink stations after their internet infrastructure was destroyed by Putin's army. However, this does not in any way qualify the dictatorial Moscow regime to threaten Musk with an assassination. Like many other billionaires and governments across the world, the SpaceX billionaire finds it absolutely necessary to help Ukraine after the Russian Defense Forces attacked them on the 24th of February this year. Elon supplied the Starlink stations to Kyiv after he received a request from Ukraine's Vice Prime Minister and Minister of Digital Transformation, Mykola Fedorov, via a tweet that reads, "Elon Musk, while you try to colonize Mars, Russia tries to occupy Ukraine. While your rockets successfully land from space, Russian rockets attack Ukrainian civil people. We ask you to provide Ukraine with Starlink stations and to address sane Russians to stand. So far, Musk has sent more than 4 consignments of the Starlink terminals that have given Ukraine's military an upper hand over their Russian counterparts. Ukraine's defense forces are now using the Starlink terminals to enhance the military's communication. You really don't have to be a military general in order for you to understand the importance of communication in a battlefield. Without the Starlink communication system, the Russian forces could have easily hacked Ukraine's communication system, which will enable them to spy on Ukraine's military. Starlink has better encryption, which the Russian cybercriminals are unable to attack. Elon's Starlink has also given a boost to Ukraine as they are using it for their AI drones, which have helped them destroy Russia in the war. In fact, the AI drones that are using Starlink internet has helped them to locate and destroy the largest Russian warship that is famously known as Moskva. Ukraine's military hit Moskva with 2 R-360 Neptune anti-ship missiles after they detected it with the AI drones. With a better, more secure and stable internet connectivity, the Ukrainians can make better decisions about their next move after receiving live updates regarding the war. Generally, Starlink has helped Ukraine's military to successfully resist the Russian invasion. Led by their president Volodymyr Zelensky, the Ukrainians are determined to fight to the bitter end. Putin's intelligence underestimated Ukraine from the very beginning, as they thought that the war was going to take just a few days. But to their utter surprise, the conflict has now gone on for more than 95 days. Russian President Vladimir Putin has refused to stop the war after calls from even the United Nations. Even economic sanctions from the European Union and the US have done very little to deter him. The war needs to end sooner than later, as it has caused total havoc in Ukraine. It is said that more than 46,000 people have died in the war, while approximately 13,000 others are injured. 14 million people have been displaced to neighboring countries. The whereabouts of 400 people can also not be traced. The non-ending Russian bombardments in Kyiv and beyond have destroyed more than 2,200 buildings. It is estimated that property that is worth $600 billion has also been destroyed. It is reported that more Russian troops have died than their Ukrainian counterparts. This informs Moscow's death threats against tech billionaire Elon Musk. But then, what would the death of Elon Musk mean for the world? You can be sure that the assassination of Elon Musk amid the Russo-Ukrainian conflict will be the beginning of World War III. The United States will enter the war full force if its tech billionaire is assassinated or harmed in any way by the Russians. There is every possibility of using nuclear weapons in the Third World War. The threat of nukes is not very far away, as Putin has put his nuclear warheads on high alert, which he intends to use against the US and her NATO allies. From the look of things, the US, UK, Canada, Australia, France, and Germany are going to be the major powers that are going to support Ukraine in the war. Russia is also expected to get the backing of most of the nations that are anti-America, such as China, North Korea, Iran, and Syria. In case the global conflict breaks out, which we really don't want to happen, Elon Musk, SpaceX, and the US Space Force will be significant players in the war. They are expected to jointly deploy the hypersonic missiles that they have been developing. They will also use the rocket cargo technology for supplying medicine, water, and food to the American forces. SpaceX has an insane partnership with the US military, as they are used in launching spy satellites for them. The death of Elon Musk will be a very big loss given the very many projects that the tech billionaire is doing for the benefit of humanity. The Tesla CEO is doing all he can to support the production and consumption of sustainable energy. Through the Tesla subsidiary of Solar City, the Tesla owner has promoted the production of solar energy for both domestic and industrial use. His Tesla company is also making electric cars that have zero emissions. Musk has personally promised that he will not rest until all cars on the road are electric. Similarly, the plans of making human beings a multi-planetary species will be greatly jeopardized if Elon Musk dies. The SpaceX founder and space enthusiast is obsessed with the idea of colonizing Mars before he dies. He has estimated that he will send the first crewed mission to Mars by 2029. After that, Musk will use the next 2 decades to build a self-sustaining city on the Red Planet. More than 1 million people are expected to settle on Mars by 2060. It will be a big blow to any person who would want to go to Mars in the near future if the Tesla billionaire dies. Either way, Musk personally understands that he will die like any other human being. But then, he does not want his death to be sudden. He wants to achieve his plans before he dies. He has even expressed his desire of being buried on Mars when he finally dies. The sudden death and assassination of Elon Musk is uncalled for. The world needs him right now like never before. The security and safety of Elon should concern the US president. And as President Trump would say, he is one of our geniuses, we need to protect him. That is exactly what needs to be done. Anyways guys, if you want to see more interesting videos, click the video right above. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications enabled so that you won't miss out on the latest Elon Musk news.